Hi everybody. Today we are here to talk about the emotional effects of caring for elderly parents, spouses, and loved ones. And there are so many. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. On there, helpful information for caregivers and aging adults. Why is caregiving so emotional? Well, in part, it's because it changes our lives and the lives of the people who need care so significantly. Let's say that one day we're just going along in life and everything is wonderful, and all of a sudden the phone rings and mom or dad has a heart attack and they're being rushed to the hospital emergency room. That's usually how being a caregiver starts. Some type of unexpected situation, some type of emergency that causes us to be emotional and worry about our parent. And then we get involved with the healthcare system, who may or may not be helpful, may or may not give us enough information, may not be helpful, may not even tell us what we need to think about. And so we're back and forth to doctor's offices and picking up prescriptions, and our parents may feel frustrated because they don't understand what's going on. They don't know why they have to take all these prescriptions or why they are receiving recommendations from the doctor to change health issues, because nobody really explains this. And in many cases, sometimes the person who had the heart attack or had the health incident doesn't do anything. They don't pay any attention to doctors and their health gets worse. And we as that caregiver are watching our parent have health declines and maybe more memory loss and getting physically weaker. And we're worried about this because we love our parents, but the care of our parents is affecting our lives. It's affecting our work lives, our social lives, our family relationships. Caregiving impacts so much in life, which is why it's so emotional, because nobody teaches us how to manage through this. Many caregivers just muddle through it, coping day to day to care for aging parents, like I did when I cared for my parents 20 years ago. It was difficult, and there was nobody to tell me what I should watch out for, or what I should know, or what questions I should ask, which is why my website exists for caregivers and why the work that I do with caregivers is so important. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. I seek to educate caregivers and aging adults about everything related to caregiving and healthcare, because I've worked in the industry and I've provided direct care to families for so long. I do a weekly podcast. It's called The Caring Generation. And I want to talk about a doctor that has offered research to all of my caregivers. So offered the ability for you to participate in research about caregivers. The university is Rice University. It's in Texas. And the doctor is Christopher Fagundes. He does a lot of research about caregiver emotions and the effect of stress on caregivers. There is a podcast on my website with an interview from him, but also as a result of the research that he does, I'm often invited to share research studies with people who watch these videos. And so if you're watching today and you are a caregiver for a loved one who has Alzheimer's disease, and you're a caregiver for 4 hours a day, there's information in this video post, and I'm also going to read the phone number for you. You can call Dr. Fagundes' office at Rice University and ask about the research studies that they are doing and see if you can participate. There's obviously guidelines for participation, but there's also a financial payment to you for your time for participation in the research. And the phone number to call is 832-819-4297. And you can say, Pamela Wilson, the lady, the caregiving expert. I've seen her videos. She's talked about your research. I'm calling to find out if you have any research studies that I can participate in. They have research studies going all the time. And the benefit to you is that you can help other caregivers in the same situations, but you can also gain knowledge from your participation in those research studies about how to help yourself. As caregivers, the way to manage our emotions is to find a lifeline, to find support somewhere, whether it's in one of my online support groups, taking my online courses, visiting my caregiving library, or listening to my podcasts every week. There is a lot of hope, help, and support out there for caregivers. Never give up, never feel like there is no hope. There is a lot of hope, help, and support. I'm Pamela D Wilson. Please share this video. Please share my website with other caregivers you know who are looking for hope, help, and support, and who want to make their caregiving situation better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon in another video.